entertainment news for you now. You know, he's famous for saying it, "I'll be back," you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And yeah, it looks like he is. This is insane to me, really. He's in talks.
Is insane, actually.
Right? At his age, he's gonna bring back 3 of his most iconic roles, namely the main characters in Conan the Barbarian, Predator, and Commando, all movies that were back in the 80s. He broke the news at the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio. Schwarzenegger said 20th Century Studios has hired a writer and director to write and direct King Conan, in which he would play an older Conan. That was Schwarzenegger's first major action movie franchise. Now, he said the movie studio also told him they want him to be in another Predator. And I bet they do.
Of course
Commando,
they do,
they want
right?
to make some money. Commando 2 would be a follow-up to the 1985 action movie. And Schwarzenegger says he's in talks with director Dan Trachtenberg about returning to the Predator franchise as well. My goodness, he turns 79 this summer. So good luck, Arnold. Get busy.
I mean, he says thank you for nostalgia, right? Everybody, what's old is new again.
Absolutely.
Well, an update this morning in a scary incident involving pop star Rihanna. Police in Los Angeles say they arrested a 35-year-old woman after shots were fired outside the Beverly Hills home that she shares with rapper A$AP Rocky. Investigators say the suspect fired multiple rounds from a car parked across the street. At least one bullet hit the property. Officers later tracked that vehicle to Sherman Oaks, where the suspect is identified as Ivana Lisette Ortiz. They arrested her, booked her with attempted murder. Bail set at more than $10 million. Rihanna was reportedly home at the time, but police say no one was hurt, and the motive is still under investigation.
That is scary.
Right?
Right?
I'm like,
no motive, just random somebody shooting at your house.
Crazy stalker. I don't know. Who knows?
Now, Michelle, let me ask you a question. What would happen if, there was a celebrity that burst onto the scene named...
There are 2 other Michelle Dunaways
Are
that
there really?
I know of. One is a pretty famous romance novelist, and another is an artist.
Can you imagine them coming to you and saying you can't use your name anymore for your brand or whatever? It kind of happened with Katy Perry.
Wow.
Here's the deal.
She's pretty famous.
Right? Katy Perry's pretty famous, but there's another Katy Perry.
But she spells her name differently. So.
I-E, right?
Yeah.
I-E instead of Y. But Katy, the one you're seeing there, has been suing the real Katy Perry for about 15 years.
Come on.
She finally won a decade. This is the Australian girl, the KTIE girl. She won a decade-and-a-half-long legal feud against the pop star.
So Katy Perry, this pop star, sued the designer.
Yes. The Katy Perry, the pop star, said, you know what? You can't use that name. That's my name. Right? And the court said, actually, she can.
Yes.
Because you know why? She was born with it. Right? So her birth name she's been using for her business long before the singer and the pop star rose to global fame. So that marks the end of one of the longest running trademark disputes in recent entertainment history. 15 years later, score one for the little guys.